everything works out and wait until tax season to find out what really happened. That's backwards. So I'm Mark Bravo. Me and my son built Bravo Wealth System, a complete bookkeeping, tax planning, and cash flow platform that gives you control of your numbers all year long, every single day. Let me show you. So here is the app, right? So when I talk about your numbers, let's go from the top. I'm just gonna spend a couple minutes. Hopefully I got some tired business owners that are sitting at home after dinner. I don't know if you're all watching politics. I ain't got time for that right now. But so just look at the app. On your left, you're gonna have all the categories. You want to click on your left. You want to look at the app itself. So I already did the onboarding. So welcome to Prime Plumbing. After you did your onboarding, it's going to do your initial questions, your logo, business name, and things of that nature, right? And then once you're inside the app, you'll see your plumbing name here. Welcome Prime Plumbing. You can put your name, or you can put your company's name when you onboard, or you can put team, whatever you want that to say. Welcome every morning, then you would put that there. Your name, whatever you want to put, you can put it there. I'll show that in another video on onboarding. So the first thing you're going to do is connect to your bank. You go right here, boom, connect to your bank, and that's it. It's going to pull in all the money in the bank and put it here. And then you got to scan. Now the scan, you don't need to scan nothing other than if you made a mistake, you went to Costco, you're doing a barbecue for the boys or for the office on Saturday, real estate, construction, no matter what you are, that's a tax write-off. So when that receipt comes out of Costco, let's say you messed up and you paid for it with a personal card, then you would scan the receipt, and in the notes you can put how much of that receipt went to the business. If it's 100%, then you put the whole thing, right? And just, you're going to put down that you paid with a personal credit card. So you put that in there, boom, it goes into bookkeeping software, it's done. But most of the time, unless it's cash or a situation where you use a personal card for business, you don't need to use a scanner. So if you don't do them two things, which I teach people use, business, like I got a Costco business card, right? I only use that for business, and so on for gas, and so on for whatever, right? Home Depot, I got cards for everything in business, and I use them cards because they're acceptable now to the IRS. So that's your scans. You get 100 scans in the system. Most people will never reach that. And then you finish your books, because remember, the initial setup was just like 10 questions. And then you're going to come here and finish your books, and it's going to ask you, do you have any? Remember, if you're a fresh business, then you put in your fresh numbers here. Like for me, I came over from another software. I got to put my loans, all my credit cards, everything. This asks you all the questions you saved and set up, and then it will go into the software, and then bingo, your everything's gonna, all your numbers will be here. And then your reconcile, now that's every month you do that, and we'll show you how to do that. And then as you go down, you know your numbers. As a business owner, you need to know your numbers, right? So guess what? Income. It's going to show your income on a daily basis. You ain't got to guess or think. Just click it open, check your income. How much were your expenses for that day, week, month, whatever? And then what's the profit for the day? You know your numbers. Estimated tax owed. It's going to give you a quarterly tax thing. How do most people figure it out? You go to QuickBooks, try to figure it out, call a CPA, call a tax pro. Most business owners never even get to that. They don't even bother, so screwed up, with the way the economy is and everything. They're just trying to get through the year. Most business owners don't realize. That's why I built this, because I realized the wealth and tax system go together. This is a wealth system, you guys. I'm just showing you the bookkeeping, right? So all your numbers will be here every single day, and it'll tell you you're all caught up. And then right here, it's going to be suggestions. It's real simple software. Now my CRM, I can plug it in right here. It's already hooked up to it. If you want my, buy my whole system, you get the CRM. It does some other things. But let me show you. It also has tax planning, right? AI deduction, quarterly taxes, entity optimizer, tax planning report, estate planning. Nobody has that. This is a wealth system. Tax planning report, tax strategy recommender. So there's 50 in here, I think. You got to be a multimillionaire to write out a tax strategies. Asset protection analyzer, and then I put infinite banking. I don't know if I want to leave it here or put it in my debt app. So that's your tax planning, which most people charge $2,000 and up. And then every time you got to call a CPA, it's going to cost you a couple $100. You ain't got to do that no more. And now I'm not telling you to get rid of these guys, right? Legally, I can't, because you just can't. Because what's going to happen is you may want your CPA to check these numbers the first year. You shouldn't pay him what you're paying him, because he ain't doing much for you no more. He ain't doing nothing for you no more. There's nothing he can do for you no more. But you want to pay him, go ahead. And then I put this thing in there. Anybody that buys it, we just put it on sale, just launched it. We've put in hundreds of hours. This is a pretty awesome setup. So we also put in the app, you can click on it. And guess what? This shows you how to pay your house off, do a budget, pay your bills off quicker using the mathematical algorithms. Don't ask me how it works. I know this thing works. This is where the infinite banking education lies. I don't know if I'm going to move it here or leave it where it's at. And this is a pretty cool software. So guess what? Add your debts, follow Ava's plan, build your bank. Why debt freedom AI works. This is a pretty cool thing I built. I built it I built it because I used to sell a software, God, back in 2009, 10, that was $3,500, and it showed you how to pay your house off. Well, obviously with AI, I think we can all do that, but I built a pretty elaborate system from my 20 years of knowledge on financial stuff. So that's how I built this. You get this for free. It's right there. Right there. You just click it and boom, you get it for free. If you're one of the first 100 people, it's $59 and you get the 2 softwares plus the debt freedom. You don't care about paying your house off? It blows my mind. All these business owners I already know you guys' numbers on bookkeeping. Probably half of you don't do your books, right? The other half don't. No, half probably don't do books. They just write on book. I literally work with contractors and stuff that they're still writing on books. Some are trying to use QuickBooks and so on, whatever's out there, right? So this is not built overnight. Last week, this was hundreds of hours, over 5 months to build this. Last year, I thought I could build it because AI wasn't ready, but now it is ready. And I put a mind gap together to build this. So it's ready. I hope you guys take advantage. It's $59 to get this wealth system. Remember, taxes is a big part of your business. I can go on and I'll be doing videos probably 3 times a day. We're running ads starting tomorrow. So please take advantage. I'll put the link